Hello everyone, and welcome to another STEM challenge. Today we're going to make this, not sure what it's really called. It's just a rotating triangle. It's made out of 3 pieces and it's tied together very simply with twist ties, and it actually makes a triangle shape. And then if you twist them all, it actually makes another bit of a triangle shape as well. And then when you turn it, it keeps rotating around and around and around. Okay, and you do need thick paper for this. You can use a cereal box as well, or a cracker box. Let's get started. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and we are going to. I'm going to use just a plain piece of cardstock. So what you do is just get a regular sheet of paper. Okay, regular size of cardstock, something a little heavier. This is a 65-pound paper, and it's a little lighter than what I've used before, but you can, like I said, use some like a cereal box or cracker box as well. So the size we're looking for, there's no real science to it. If you take a regular sheet of paper and fold it in half, okay, this is the size we're looking for. And I better put my glasses on. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. Now if you are using a cereal box or a cracker box, then you could do the same thing with just a regular piece of paper to get the size, fold it in half, and you can do it that way. Or if you want to measure it, you're looking at about, it could be 14 centimeters by about 21 and a half, 22 centimeters, that's fine. Okay, like I said, there's no real set size. Now I am going to measure the lengths of each piece, and just for accuracy, I'm going to make them 5 centimeters wide, and I'm only going to need 3. Okay, so I'm measuring from the edge, 5, 10, and 15. All right. And with this, my original one, I just basically took this page and cut it into 4 equal pieces, and I only needed 3 of the 4. And this last one actually is a little too long, but I'm not going to use that one. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this one out because I only need 1, 2, 3 pieces, right? And now what you want to do is, before you cut the others, the 2 lines, is you want to fold it in half. Okay, and now you really want to squeeze this fold, and then you want to go the other way and the other way, and you really want to make this go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, the reason is it has to be very fluid when you rotate the pieces. So by fluid I mean it'll be doing a lot of folding, like each piece. Okay, and you don't want this to be the reason it's not working out right. Okay, and then you cut them out because you need 3 pieces. And we are going to need holes punched in the ends. Now, you can use a hole punch. Okay, let's see how even my pieces are. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm gonna trim them so that they're all the same size. You can do that. I'm not sure if it'll have an effect on it or change it, but that's okay. So I have 3 here now. Now you want to put holes in the ends of each one. A number of ways you can do it. You can use a pin for a starter hole, and then push a pencil through. That's fine. You can do that as well. If you have a single hole punch, you can punch a hole. My single hole punch, unfortunately, is at school in our makerspace. So I'm using a 3-hole punch. I'm using one of the ends, and I'm just going to go like this. Actually, I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to do 2 at the same time. And there's 2 holes. I'm going to do this one. There's another 2 holes. And the hole doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't have to be exactly round. It just has to be long enough, or sorry, big enough, so it fits a twist tie. Okay, it has to fit these guys to go in and out. Right, so this is plenty big. So yeah, like I said, you can use a pencil, push a pencil through. Start off with a pin, make a little hole, and then twist and put your pencil through. We've done that before. We do that quite a bit in our makerspace. Okay, so now we're going to assemble it, and you need six twist ties. They could be shorter than this. These are a little long. We can always trim them after, but it doesn't really matter. Or you can use those brad clips too, the kind that you push in and the bottoms flip out. But they're a little expensive to use for something like this. So what you do is you take it, you flip it over, you fold it over like this, push it in, okay, and then put the other one on top. Just hang on to it, and then you go like this. Push it down, right? So I'm pulling it through now because now I'm attaching it, and then on the top part I'm just curving them around, and same thing on the bottom. I'm just going to curve it around a little, that's all. Right, push it in like this, one like this, and it'll hold. What you can do though is you can take this and you can twist it once just to make sure it's going to stay. Right, fold it over once, because I found that a couple of mine fell over. And just make sure it's nice and loose. Okay, now the real trick is it has to be, you have to stagger them. So this one is over top of this one, so that means this one has to be over, no, it has to be underneath. I almost got it wrong. This one is over. Now this one is over. See how this one's over top of this one? This one's over top of this one. All right, so now we do the same thing. We're going to push it through. Oh, got the wrong one. Put them together, push it through, put my twist tie, push it down, curl it up a little bit, and then go on the other side. And like I did before, I'm gonna cross them over just to make sure it stays. Curl it around just a little bit, just make it look nice. Okay, now that one's over that one, that one's over that one, so this one has to be over that one. See how they're all over top of each other? Okay. And now we go like this. Go like this. Like this. Push it down. I'm gonna actually do this side first. So I'm gonna cross them over so it holds better. Up, 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 move it up, and that should be it. Hopefully it works. So let's see. We twist it around. Hey, look at that. It works. Woohoo! Yeah, it's very cool. It's so neat. And it does stick a little bit sometimes, so as you keep working it, it'll move more smoothly. And you can take it apart, you can color the pieces, right? You can make a design on this side, and then you can make it so that it makes a design on that side. Okay, you can do that too. And like I said before, you can make it out of cereal boxes or cracker boxes. I made this one out of cereal box. Right, but if you use a cereal box or a cracker box, you have to make sure that you do fold this a lot. Okay, the pieces, and you may also have to score it before you fold it. And I know we talked about that before at in another STEM challenge. But scoring means that you're not making a cut, but you're actually pushing on the cardboard to make another edge. And I think I'll show you what I mean. So here's the piece I cut out of it. So scoring is like when you're taking a sharp object. Now this is the end of the scissor that's not cutting, right? And you push down on it, but you try not to go all the way through. So I've just made a bit of a line, and that makes it easier to fold where you want it to fold. Okay, that's what's called scoring. And so if you do it with cardboard, you have to fold it a lot so that it becomes nice and loose. Okay, so there you go. There's our triangle loop, and hope you enjoyed watching how we make this, and I hope you have some success making one for yourself at home. And we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us.